Logan and Jake Paul are two of YouTube's hottest internet personalities. The two originally started out as popular Viners, but smoothly transitioned into the world of vlogging once the 6-second app shut down. They put their entire life online for us to watch, and we can't help but pick up a few life tips from them while they keep us entertained. Keep watching until the end to see what shocking piece of advice is in our #1 spot. Before we start, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos about your favorite YouTubers. Here are 10 things you can learn from Logan and Jake Paul. Working hard goes a long way. Logan and Jake are living proof that it is your work ethic that will get you where you want to be. It doesn't matter how smart you are or what your GPA average is, because those things ultimately don't define your future. Back in high school, these brothers were polar opposites when it came to their grades. Jake was barely making it through his classes with a GPA average of only 1.9, whereas Logan was a top student carrying a 4.7 GPA. Did Jake's bad grades stop him from becoming one of today's biggest online personalities? Nope. He actually admits to being terrible at school because he never applied himself, but he works extra hard at making YouTube videos because it's something he loves to do. Fellow YouTubers have admitted before that Jake is always working. His Team 10 squad even follows a strict day-to-night schedule that includes waking up early to vlog. School may have been easier for Logan than it was for his little bro, but Logan still applied himself 100% to everything that he did. Not only did he get good grades in school, but he did so while being on both the wrestling and football team. He even won an award for being the school's top scholar athlete. It's clear that once the Paul brothers become passionate about something, they will work as much as they have to become the best at it. Take the road less traveled. We all grew up hearing from adults that we have to do well in school so that we could get a good job, buy a nice house, and settle down with our families. But what about those who don't feel motivated to live a traditional lifestyle? Logan and Jake have obviously been itching to get out of their boring home state of Ohio since they were little. Their dad is a realtor, and their mom is a registered nurse. But the Paul boys have created their own non-traditional career paths. They've even admitted that within 6 months of posting videos on Vine, they were making more money than their parents. But their success at what they do doesn't mean that people have stopped judging them for it. When Jake left his high school to move to LA, he said that one of his teachers asked him what he was going to do once social media died out. And if you take a look at the comments on Jake and Logan's videos, it's clear that some people don't understand why they're successful. We have to admit, it is a bit crazy that they get paid a lot of money to make videos about their lives, but these boys prove that you don't have to get a normal job to become successful. If you love binge watching videos as much as we do, check out our new platform that we created just for you. Watch thousands of videos from your favorite channels, including The Trendy, The Things, The Taco, and The Richest in one place with ad-free browsing. Sign up now to the premium to get early access to these videos for free. See you soon! Embrace being the class clown. It's not a secret that Logan and Jake Paul were class clowns back in high school. Their greatest joy was to make other people laugh, so it was pretty easy for the two of them to quickly translate that humor into their Vine videos. The class clowns are usually punished by teachers for disrupting their classes. They are loved by their fellow students, but are generally frowned upon by older generations. But Jake and Logan would never have gotten to where they are today if they weren't that way in school. This is why the brothers teach us that we should embrace our inner class clown and not change who we are to please society. Their funny 6-second Vine videos made people laugh so much that they had a collective of 14.4 million followers on the app. Their YouTube channels consist mostly of them vlogging, but the boys can't resist pranking their friends and each other. Logan even thought that it would be hilarious to replace Jake's entire closet once with 1,000 pair of socks. Jake didn't let him win that prank war though, and retaliated by putting icy hot cream in Logan's boxers, which we have to admit was pretty funny. These boys would have never reached the levels of success that they are at now if they had listened to their teachers and stopped joking around. Ignore the haters. Jake and Logan are at the top of the social media game, and it's only normal for all that success to come with a side of haters. Jake even admitted in his Draw My Life video that the worst part about his fame is the hate that it attracted. People that he grew up with suddenly started hating on him for being successful online. They would tweet mean comments about him and say bad things behind his back. At first, this made Jake really insecure about himself, but he realized that his haters were just jealous and that there was no point in letting their words affect him. Jake and Logan had big goals set for themselves and dreamt of leaving Ohio. But their hometown haters lived in a narrow-minded bubble. Their mom even used to call the parents of Jake's classmates and yell at them for their kids' bullying. On the other hand, Logan seems to be too confident in himself to let the hate get to him. He even reposted a Vine back in 2014 of a cute little girl telling the camera, "I don't care if you don't like me, I love me." It seems like Logan probably taught Jake a lot about blocking out the negativity, and we could all learn a lesson from these two on how to ignore the hate and live on our terms instead. Be your own boss. Being your own boss has its benefits. You can work whenever you want. You can take as much time off as you want, and you don't have to report to anyone. The Paul brothers aren't even close to being 25 years old, but they're already self-employed entrepreneurs. Their dad had pushed them to start their own business, rather than getting a minimum wage job like the rest of the kids their age. So, during the summer that Jake graduated from the 9th grade and Logan graduated from the 11th, the boys started their own landscaping business. Their dad told them that running a business would teach them good life skills, as they would have to negotiate prices, keep to a tight schedule, and always maintain a high quality of work. It sounds like Greg was unknowingly teaching the boys all of the skills that they would later need to become social media celebrities. This first entrepreneur venture taught the boys the value of hard work, and they felt a sense of pride after every gig. Nowadays, the boys are entrepreneurs of the social media world and are busy building up their own personal branding. Not everyone is cut out to be their own boss, but these boys are proof that doing so can make your wildest dreams come true. Age doesn't matter. Logan and Jake seem to never have let their age get in the way of their success. It all started in 2007 when Jake and Logan were only 10 and 12 years old. Their dad had bought them a handheld Sony video camera to record their football games, but the boys immediately started messing around with it and recorded themselves being silly. They had just started watching YouTube videos back then and were inspired by the channel Smosh to create their own channel, Zoosh. Even though they were young, the two took Zoosh very seriously and even launched a marketing campaign which consisted of them telling their friends to tell their friends about Zoosh. And it worked. One of their videos even hit 1,000 views, and the boys were really excited. They then transitioned over to making Vine videos, and that's where things got more serious. They were only in their late teens, but the boys began to gain more and more followers on the app. Their influence began to grow, and they were suddenly getting asked by companies to do sponsored videos. Logan's first branded Vine paid him $2,000, but he became so popular that he was soon able to charge 5 figures. They never let anyone tell them that they were too young to succeed, and the boys are now reported to be multi-millionaires thanks to their career in social media. They teach us that success doesn't care how old you are. Don't wait for opportunities. Logan and Jake don't seem to wait around for things to happen for them. From their landscaping business and Zoosh to their YouTube channels, these guys seem to always have been hands-on about creating their own success. A lot of people want to live large, like the Paul brothers, but they're not ready to make their own opportunities happen. It's much easier to just wait around and hope that your dreams will one day come true. But Logan and Jake teach us that we should be proactive about making stuff happen for ourselves rather than waiting for someone to do it for us. Aside from being YouTube sensations, these boys also dream about being big-time actors and have both been cast in various projects. But perhaps their biggest accomplishment to date in the acting industry is their movie Airplane Mode, which they both wrote, produced, and starred in together. Set to release in 2017, the movie centers around a group of social media stars on a plane who must face the repercussions of not putting their devices on airplane mode. It would have been easier for Logan and Jake to wait around for someone to cast them in a similar movie, but they decided to make it happen for themselves instead. It's very hard to write, produce, and star in your own film, but it's also super rewarding to be able to create something completely on your own. You can have more than one passion. These multi-talented brothers are living proof that it's possible to have more than one passion in life. A lot of people think that once they've found something that they're good at, that's what they're going to do for the rest of their lives. But Logan and Jake Paul are always trying to do more. Logan had even told a Forbes journalist that he doesn't see himself still doing internet stuff in the future. He also admits that his social media career may actually hinder him from doing other things because potential employers might just see him as some rude psycho. But Jake and Logan are also much more than just the internet personalities that we all know and love. They're also entrepreneurs, innovators, social media whizzes, and actors. As much as they love creating content for their YouTube channels, they also love acting and hope to one day be taken more seriously in that industry. Jake is actually a series regular on the Disney Channel show Bizarre, and Logan has been featured in projects like Law & Order. They both started taking acting lessons as soon as they moved to LA and hope to land more roles in the coming year. These two are already super busy managing their YouTube careers 24/7, but that doesn't stop them from pursuing other passions. Set goals to achieve your dreams. Everybody loves to dream. It's nice to be able to imagine the life that you truly want for yourself in the future. Some people dream of fancy cars and mansions, while others dream of just being able to relax on a beautiful beach. Whatever your dream is, it probably won't come true unless you're actively working on making it happen. And what exactly sets the dreamers apart from the doers? The doers, like Jake and Paul, set actionable goals to get what they want. Most people want to graduate high school, but it wasn't actually an important goal for Jake. He knew that if he wanted to achieve his dream of becoming a social media star, he would have to prioritize moving to LA over school. So, Jake skipped his last year at Westlake and followed Logan to Hollywood. When the boys became more serious about wanting to pursue acting, they both immediately signed up for classes because they knew that would help them improve their skills. When Jake wanted to start Team 10, he set a goal to raise money through investors and ended up getting $1 million in return. Logan and Jake are big dreamers, but they know that setting goals is what makes their dreams come true. Do nothing. It may seem weird for us to tell you that you can learn the power of doing nothing from Jake and Paul, but hear us out. They may be some of the hardest working people in the YouTube biz, but there was a point in time where the two were doing nothing, and that period of nothingness helped them to become who they are today. The boys had stopped making videos for their Zeus channel near the end of their high school careers because they were too focused on wrestling and football. But when they decided to start making funny videos again, Jake says that it was because they had absolutely nothing going on at the time. He admits that if they were fully booked with extracurricular activities outside of school, they would never have had the free time needed to brainstorm ideas for their videos. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to be constantly busy, but we also think that it's sometimes more important to value doing nothing. It's especially important to do it when you feel like you're stuck in a rut and need to figure out your life. Jake and Logan would have never continued on their Vine and YouTube legacies if they were super busy all the time. So, it's safe to say that not being busy is sometimes just as important as being busy. That's it for our list of 10 things you can learn from Logan and Jake Paul. Leave us a comment below to let us know if you're Team Logan or Team Jake. Thanks for watching.